Woo! It is windy.
What's up, guys?
Hi, guys.
So we are going to be just taking kind of like a casual walk down South Street. We kind of spent some time earlier on Pier 17.
Yes.
Pier 17, and it's a really beautiful day, Sunday afternoon, and a little windy, but we're going to walk along the water. We're going to walk towards the Charging Bull. I know that's like a fun place to take pictures, especially behind the bull. But we'll walk in that direction, and yeah, we'll take you along with us.
Cool.
Pick up the Starbucks.
Yes, we got our Starbucks same drink as usual, the Grande Vanilla Cream, Sweet Cream Cold Brew.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's not as bougie as it sounds. It's already kind of a pre-made thing. It's not like a half splash of whatever. This is what it looks like.
Oh, you mean like it's the, yeah, it's like on the regular menu. It's
Yeah,
not like something where we're just like, all right, blah, 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 no.
It's not the cliche, whatever. But they come in these cool cups, without, so you don't need the straw.
Yeah.
Like sippy cups. So if you didn't feel like a child already, these will definitely bring you back. But enough of that. But yeah, so this is Seaport. I guess we could show the back for a second. This is where we were. Very nice day.
Yeah, and beautiful.
Yeah.
It is a little bit chilly. I mean, you are next to the water.
That's true. Yeah, it's comparably, it's comfortable, but like Vlada mentioned, being next to the water, the wind picks up a bit more, a little more brisk. We were actually eating lunch.
Right on the water.
Right
it was
on the
beautiful.
water. Yeah, kind of along the edge there. There's some seating, and we picked up some omelets and just kind of ate. But it was a little chilly, but comfortable.
Yeah, especially like when the sun was peeking out. It was just like, oh,
Yeah,
it was so nice.
that nice relief.
So in the end, we just like sat and just relaxed for like 15 minutes.
For sure, yeah.
So that was really nice.
But yeah, as you guys can see, there's a lot of people out, and again, Sunday afternoon, so people walking their dog, just stretching their legs, and again, really beautiful. It was nice yesterday as well, so a really solid weekend of weather.
Yeah, we've been striking out with the weather, I feel like.
A little bit, yeah. This past week's been a little weird, but I think next week should be comfy, so it should be all right.
You honestly never know when it gets to fall time in New York. It could be beautiful, it could be super hot, it could be super cold. Like, you honestly never know.
Yeah, it's true.
We've been getting lucky, but crossing our fingers that it's not like one of those crazy New York falls where it's like freezing and just not anything that anyone wants.
So you guys can see there's some seating on the sides here. It's really nice.
Yeah.
No pets up here as a dog walks from it. But there's a lot of restaurants.
Oh, we went here once, Watermark Bar, a while ago. Yeah.
It was, some time ago now. But yeah, there's a lot of restaurants in the area and people kind of performing and stuff. But so right up here, you got another one. Again, all these are on the water, so if you ever come around, it's definitely a nice place to bring family, friends, especially on a day like today. It's super sunny.
Yeah.
It's pretty comfy.
I feel like we're going on all of our videos, or in the last few days, it's been across like this very scenic routes of like just the water.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, well, ironically, we're Pier 26 where we were yesterday. It's not that far from here. It's literally walking in that direction, which is more on the west of where we are.
That's just sitting on the bench.
Oh, there's a dog over there? Yeah. Yeah. So I guess if anyone's curious, you could bring dogs to some of these places. I guess just be mindful how your dog's temperament is. Because I know if we brought our dogs, they'd probably freak out. So
they would not be
It's not all equal, yeah. But it's cute, especially when there's outdoor seating. You see like a lot of people just like have their dogs sitting either on the floor. Sometimes like if it's like a chill waiter or whatever, they'll bring like a little water cup as well. So definitely nice. Yeah. As you guys see, there's a lot of seating along this walkway. It's quite beautiful. And
yeah, you can really just relax, read a book. Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah. If you're a fan of water, you got a lot of that. And I guess we could get a better view here. That's Brooklyn over there. And there's some piers as well in that direction, but
that's Dumbo, right?
yeah. So
and then
Brooklyn
Columbus
Bridge,
Street Water District or something like that.
some funny name. They got names for all this stuff, but yeah. So there's walkways in that direction as well, and of course you'll have sort of the views. And we probably haven't shown this enough, but kind of the high rises over here.
Oh yeah, they're building some of them too.
Yeah, always building.
Yeah.
But you have the ferries on the side here as well. Kind of takes you to different parts of the city, different boroughs. So
there's actually a free IKEA ferry too.
Yeah, we did that once before.
Yeah. It literally might be on this one, but it comes fairly often, and it drops you off at, I think, like the Whole Foods or something. That's like the first stop, and then the second stop is the IKEA in Red Hook. And it's
Red Hook, Brooklyn, if I'm not mistaken. It's the stop. I don't think it's called IKEA stop, but it takes you basically to Red Hook, and there's an IKEA that's very prominent there. So a lot of people will say when they're heading there, especially from the city or taking a boat, it's usually this one here. And it's probably like a 25-minute ride max.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite pleasant, especially on a nice day. So, very recommended.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you guys can see, a lot of people out. You can actually see the waiting over here, I believe, for the ferries. To the right of us over there, it's more so like Wall Street and sort of the busy business buildings, I guess. But there is some shopping there too. I guess most notably like Century 21, which is closing down. There was a large one not too far from here, but there's a lot of other options too.
Mm-hmm. So this is Pier 11.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. And yeah, like we mentioned before, we were on Pier 17. They had some type of art installation thing, which was essentially some pumpkins you could take a picture of. So
it was very like for the gram, basically. So like we started waiting
Instagram,
online for. We were probably waiting for 15 minutes, and the line was not moving because like some people take forever to do pictures.
Yeah.
So
the saving grace in what we ended up just doing was going along the side of it and just taking a quick picture. I just took a quick picture of Vlada just to kind of get it over with. I hate waiting in line for stuff like that. But with all that said, there's stuff around. Like you have a perfect view of the Brooklyn Bridge. It's really quite scenic, and there were people waiting online, so nothing against that, but it's stuff like that usually you have to wait a bit, so just I guess plan that, keep that in mind.
Yeah,
if you go.
I mean, it is open 24 hours.
Yeah, that's
so
fair.
I'm sure if you get here at like 9
even like
a.m.
a Monday morning or some silly time.
Yeah, I saw like from pictures online that like people are just riding like during the weekdays. There's like no line whatsoever, and
that makes sense.
And then at nighttime the installation lights up. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's also really beautiful. But people were, I'm sure like the time that we went is like the worst time. But
probably fair.
I'm sure if you're here at like 9, 10, it's probably so much better.
Yeah, that's true. So, as you guys can see, it's mostly just water on this walkway. It's quite calming.
Yeah, it's really peaceful.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys can hear some of the waves splashing. You might not be.
Probably not. Yeah, right over a freeway.
It's like a great place to exercise or just go on a long walk. It's really nice.
So you see a lot of people along the water, especially in New York. There's usually like running paths, walkways, and people utilize it for exercise. I mean, if you like that doesn't motivate you, it's hard to see what will. But it's quite nice just to kind of run along here. See like people just taking pictures here with family and such. So quite nice. A lot of the boats out as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty calm. It's a bike path right beside us as well, if I'm not mistaken. There's some cars, but there's some bikes as well, so no shortage of options.
Some people fishing.
Fishing? Oh yeah, on the side
Random.
here. Yeah. Quite pleasant.
It's super nice.
Yeah. Especially when you get away from the piers, kind of like where we were, or in the back here. It's a lot more of, I don't want to say touristy in a negative way, but there's more things versus in this area where it's a lot more secluded and quite peaceful, quite nice. Mm-hmm. So, I guess a pro tip. We passed Pier 11. That was the most recent one, but as the numbers go down, you get a little more peace. And yeah, not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, there's beautiful views of in front of the water, just like straight ahead. It's really nice to see.
That is for sure. Yeah, we're actually going to be turning the corner not too long. Vlada will let us know in a second where we're turning exactly, but we're going to be walking along Battery Park for a brief period of time as we turn towards the street where we'll have the charging bull. So that will be... I'd be curious if there's a line there. I know usually there is, but maybe not.
We're turning on Whitehall, right?
That's what it should say there. Yeah. So just let us know when we turn.
I will tell you.
Okay. Anyways, but so we'll be curious to see if there's like people waiting. I'm sure there will, just because there has been a little uptick in tourism, just because people have been just visiting the city more, I guess maybe from older booked flights, but with it being a Sunday as well, we'll find out. We won't wait online for anything, we'll just pass through,
yeah.
but you can kind of see the Freedom Tower peeking above the buildings there in the middle. That's more so on the west of where we are at the moment, but as you guys can see, we got a lot of car action, so if we see any Teslas, we'll make note of it as we keep our Tesla count going. But yeah, it's really a beautiful, obviously next to a highway, be aware of your safety, but the walkway itself, it's pretty protected. I mean, with this kind of barrier here. So especially if you're walking at night, say like that one with her dog, or even joggers, I'm sure there's a bit more peace of mind, just so you don't have to be concerned about walking against the highway or anything like that.
Well, the Staten Island Ferry is right up there. If you guys can see like the S, big bulky letters.
Yeah, probably walk towards there, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll walk there, get a closer look. But yeah, a lot of the ferries, obviously we're on the water here. And as you go further down Manhattan too, it's like just more narrow. So it makes sense. You'll have a lot more options in terms of boats. This building looks cool, huh? In here. It's like older on the bottom, and then like they're making something on the top. Looks more
luxury
fancy.
building.
Yeah, I'd be surprised. Yeah, that's a cool shot actually. The buildings there. Broad Street, yeah. I think there's a famous Broad Street in Philadelphia, if I'm not mistaken. Could be making that up, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Keep an eye out for some bikes around here, but yeah. That fancy building we saw on the side looks really cool over here. What are you thinking, like a hotel maybe?
Oh, Governor's Island Ferry.
Oh, of course.
Oh.
That was my next guess.
I was here once. A while ago.
Yeah. This is a while ago. This is one of those places where you not that you have to make an effort to find it, but it's right at the tip of the island of Manhattan, so if you're, say, obviously uptown or like anywhere north of where we are, it might be just out of your way, just by location. But as you guys can see, it's quite, oh wow, this is an old school car. That is nice. Wow. Who needs a Tesla when you can just ride those things? But
We're just turning.
we're turning up here, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. As you guys can see, a lot of people out, city bikes here, which is pretty convenient, especially since you can ride up the bike lanes and kind of going up in this direction. I think Governor's Island might be closed for...
I mean, people are waiting for it, so I don't know.
I know it closes at a certain point every year, but yeah. Going straight?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Hopefully the wind isn't picking up too much of or the mic isn't picking up too much of the wind, but probably subside once we cross the street, right? Like in the middle here. A little quiet over here. That's calm. Probably make work.
Yeah, typically, like, you know, pre this whole thing, I'm sure it would have been much busier where we are right now and standing in front of the Staten Island Ferry.
For sure,
especially
yeah.
during the work days, during rush hour, because
Yeah.
people are coming in and out.
That's
and
true.
This is where you take the ferry to get into Staten Island. So
Yeah, Staten Island is one of the boroughs of New York as well. People sometimes forget that, but
yeah.
but yeah,
I probably went there like less than 10 times.
I don't think I've
life.
ever been there before. So.
Oh, really? I had in high school, actually. My high school is actually close by, but I had a friend that lived there, so I visited her a few times.
Cool.
But yeah, otherwise, like, people forget about Staten Island.
Yeah, to Vlad's point though, area is generally quiet, but it is also Sunday, so kind of the families that live in the area probably just, you know, kind of just out and about, maybe getting ready for the week ahead. I have this train station here, Whitehall Street Station, RW1. Not too many trains at that station, but there's a Fulton Street station not too far where you have like the A, the
train,
C.
yeah.
You have so many options. So you're not really short of, you know, options just to catch a train. That one's also a way newer station.
Whitehall, right?
No, the one Fulton Street.
Oh,
that one is way newer, so you'll have, I think there's like a Shake Shack inside. There's the works. This
Yeah.
one has just been here, so. Yeah. And this general area is a very windy. Again, apologies if the mic is picking it up, but just because there are so many buildings, taller, very narrow streets, can't capture it too much here, but also coupled with being next to the water, that's a disaster or a recipe for a wind, rather. Yeah. Gonna have probably walk on the floor. Yeah. You guys are watching this, you might be familiar, but city bikes are basically like New York's like bike sharing program partnered with Citibank, and pretty cool. I used to ride myself. A lot of locations. The app is pretty functional too, so it's definitely a cool way to get around. When it gets a little cold, or, you know, New York, as New York does, it might not be as ideal, but especially on a nice day, very nice to just hop on a bike ride and, you know, that's where you gotta go. I think we're passing some hotels now, maybe?
No, it's the gym.
Oh, gym.
Yeah.
Well,
New York Health and Racket Club.
yeah, there's probably an office or two, to say the least. But yeah, it's a lot of fancy buildings around here. And again, for the most part, quiet. In the week, it definitely is a little different. Obviously, with that said, obviously everything going on in the world, it might be less crowded, even than usual. But it's still a very historic area, so you can see why all these buildings, they look like you took a picture in the 1920s or 40s or 50s. Some of these buildings might still be in the frame. Something like this, maybe not so, just because it's a lot more modern looking, but just the point of this area having a lot of history, Wall Street, New York Stock Exchange as well. a lot of, if you're into that type of stuff, definitely a cool area to go. And like these like narrow streets. It's so funny, you see the narrow streets and these humongous buildings, they just tower over you. It's quite interesting.
I feel like that might be the New York Stock Exchange.
Possibly.
It's definitely something.
It's definitely
because the bull is over there. So we'll let you guys know. Honestly, we're really not. We're native New Yorkers who are the typical New Yorkers. I don't really know a lot of stuff about where things are.
In fairness.
That's okay.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out right now.
Yeah. Or soon after. But the train we mentioned back there, that was one exit. There's another one that leaves you out here too. A lot of train stations, there will be multiple exits. So depending where you need to go, sometimes might have one maybe more east or west, or have the street under, like once you're down there. So it'll actually tell you, before you like get off the wrong one and have to walk a bit. Yeah, this looks pretty important, huh?
I mean, it is next to
someone's gonna be like, it's obviously this building. We're gonna be like, oh, well, yeah, you're right, we're wrong. Nothing like New York, like a Starbucks.
I was gonna say, it's right next to Starbucks and Chipotle, so it must be important.
Yes, true. You got another station here, the Bowling Green subway station.
Yeah.
4 to 5, those are express trains, and they take you quite far into the city, Upper Manhattan rather, but also into Brooklyn, which is pretty convenient. So depending where you're located, you might be able to just hop on that and get to where you need to go pretty fast. And the building we were talking about, God,
the National Museum of the American Indian.
So not the New York Stock Exchange. We're very...
People are gonna be watching like, oh my God, are they dumb?
We're not the brightest, but we try, and we hope we entertain in some way. But like I was saying, there's so many buildings in New York, there's so much history, it's so interesting, and like we just only know so much personally. But I think we give a little nice POV.
Oh, okay. So I see New York Wine Exchange. Okay, I was gonna say I see a sign. That's a play on words.
Let's just call it
New York Wine Exchange.
We'll redeem ourselves in another video. But as I was thinking, you walk up, you'll see people in the front of the bowl, but also in the back, because there's a humorous side to everyone. We'll probably walk around,
Yeah, the bear. So, in this is something that we do know in the stock market. You can have a bear market or a bull market. So.
Oh, I like the tie-in. I didn't know where you were going with that, but it makes sense.
And a lot of them, a lot of people take pictures from the back.
Yeah, because we're all children at heart. We just get a little taller over time. We'll see some people here. But yeah, even before that, I feel like maybe a little underrated, but kind of a park here, Bowling Green, really beautiful. Just kind of sit in. There's a fountain in the middle as well, and just really quite nice. I know obviously the bowl gets the attention, but if you guys are ever in the area, it's right off the train, and it's quite beautiful. These buildings in the side too.
Yeah, but Cipriani is also right here, which is a very very old and prominent dining hall. So a lot of people have like weddings there. They also have one in close to Grand Central.
Good to know. We're walking in the street for like a second, but just to show you guys. And there it is. That's what everyone came to see. Want to stand in front of it for a second?
Yeah.
Well, not all the way, but like.
No, I know.
That's perfect.
There you go.
There we go. So yeah, as you guys can see, there are quite a few people here. I think let's walk over so we don't die. Yeah, as you guys can see. Oh, that's not the shot. No, you have to sign behind you.
Oh.
All good, all good. I'm just showing the people though. So as you guys can see, there's like people obviously waiting to get their picture taken or take pictures. And again, it's just, even as a New Yorker, it's just quite nice to see. Got all this background here. All these historic buildings are quite a sight to see.
School of Film and Acting.
Yeah. School of Film and Acting. As you guys can see, not a lot of cars coming too. So just Sunday in New York, and or in Planet Fitness, so yes, there's that too. Well, we could probably wrap up here, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Good. I think over here we could do. Yeah. That's your good side? Okay. Got Vlad's good side. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you got a little out of this, you know?
Yeah,
Seeing
little
lower
video downtown Manhattan financial district.
for sure,
Some
yeah.
water action,
Yeah.
some
Charging bowl, of course.
yes.
But yeah, really cool area. One we even don't explore that often, so you know, just an excuse for us to kind of see it too. So we're glad we were able to share it with you.
Yeah.
But as always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, let us know in the comments. Subscribe, all that fun stuff. And on that note,
On that note,
we'll
yeah.
see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Peace.